Now when we get to the cave, there's a rock that we got to place out there. Don't kick that rock. If you do, we can't get out.
Trying to scare.
Yeah, I just went to open the door.
Yeah.
This is the gun.
Keep going, keep going.
All right, watch your step. You can see these lights on. This is actually armored to the U.S. before we get out of the main exit. Then we'll start this way. Watch your step.
Sa taas, be. Naka na, pinga ko isa. Pinga ko isa. Give me one.
Yeah. That's a back.
This is your first stop. I want you to kind of look around and kind of see all these different. This was hand-picked. You can just imagine how much time and effort this was. I said that this was built between 1938 and 1945. Was Japan already taking over a lot of the Pacific by 1938?
No.
No. They did not.
Oh. Yeah, they were, because that's when they came.
Yeah, so they had already done a lot of different things to China, Korea, all those different things. So like there was a lot of volunteers from Korea called war slaves that dug these out.
Yeah, so they
Okay, so like if there's one place that's haunted, it's probably here. Right. So now looking down here, so you can see here, this is like an elevator. So if you had to take goods or anything or services, like this is how you get from the first level to the second level. This cave is 3 levels high. We'll go down to the bottom level. We're not going to go to the top level. The top level has a lot of bugs, and I don't fuck with bugs, so I'm not doing it. All right. So like I just it's some shit I don't do, so I'm not going to do it. All right. Okay. Go to the second page. Let's read the second page, also known as page 2.
March 2005. A Shinto priest offers a purification blessing during a ceremony to close the network of caves under Yokosuka Naval Base, Japan. The priest's father gave the initial blessing for the cave's opening during World War II.
Okay, and then we'll see that along our tour, so we'll be actually able to see that picture of where that is. All right. With the Shinto priest, like, what is this called? Do you know what they call that shrine?
No, but that's where people that are dead, that's where they worship them.
Well, so
Like
this
their
was for
father
the
died or
emperor.
something.
So the emperor, they did this stuff for. So there's 5 shrines on the Kanagawa Peninsula, and there's 3 shrines at Seafay. So one you're gonna see today, and then there's 2 other ones. All right, I'm not gonna tell you where they are because you guys can find that. It's like a little game for me to play, right? And what I want you to do is go take a selfie with it with technology called a phone, right? Take a selfie with each shrine, and then we'll put that up at the end of the year, seeing that you guys can actually accomplish any tasks.
Bro, the base.
Yeah, there's 2 more on the base after
2 more
this
on the
one.
base. Okay.
All right, they are not in a cave, so I'll give you that hint. Like that'd be shitty, right? Like oh, sucks to suck. You gotta find the other 2. Yeah. That would be annoying. All right, okay. Let's go and follow it.
Like, hey, you gotta go down there.
Yeah, you guys didn't know it was in another cave.
Don't slip, this is like.
Oh yeah, you ain't coming back.
I already looked down there and I was like,
You can lift 3 more.
We're just gonna look up. We're not gonna climb up. Yeah.
Huh.
So let's go over here to the picture. Very strong bridge. It's very strong. You can jump over, it's a pretty big gap.
They used to rain a lot in here, is that why they done this?
Hey, it didn't, you still does. Like,
Did you tried to step over, decided not to, walked over to the bridge, and then stepped over the bridge? Is that?
okay, hey, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna make some sort of a line, and then you're gonna take your lantern and put it behind you and put it straight up. Okay, and then what I'll do is I will go from the side like this and light the bottom so it'll be a good picture. All right, you have to look forward. There's nothing behind you.
This is a big ring.
Okay?
1, 2.
Ooh, it's on the display. Okay, so you can continue to see all the different type of rock here. There's shale, there's some different things, and you can see really in the walls, it's just kind of what all this looks like. One other thing about the caves, it is huge. So we're gonna see more and more as we go down farther and farther. If you're tall, for this next area, you have to duck down a little bit. If you're, PSC select, you're probably good. All right, let's go. Don't get lost, right?
It's not that bad of a fall, at least.
I mean,
It's just a foot. Maybe 6 inches.
Yeah. Three more coming? All right.
What's the cord right here? What's your setup? What's that cord?
So here's the stretcher. Right, you can see.
And
And now you can see, so now there's something different, right? We went from just hard rock, now we have some concrete, right? Anything that's concrete inside this cave is from America, right? So when we took over Seafay and we started building our own things here, anything that's concrete, that means that we made it. So we'll go in here. Oh yeah. All right, so this was an OR. So if you imagine like being in Korea, getting hurt, coming to Yokosuka to get better, and now you're in a cave in an OR. I just think that would be an interesting thing, sometime. You know what I mean? I think that would be kind of rough. Okay. This is an operating room. So now, right when we go out here, you can look to the left. You'll see that there is an arch there. It's full of concrete now, right? Like the reason why we shut all these caves down is because in the 1960s is when we got independence, right? So the 1960s, what you don't want is some kids coming down here, getting hurt, can't find their way out. It's dark and everything. So they had a second lieutenant, Marine, and 5 of his best friends, and went to go do all the different ventilation shafts and close down all the different things. So you'll see a lot of rubble in different areas because they were trying to make sure that there was no access for a child to get hurt. Okay? All right, does that make sense? Makes sense. Okay, so yeah. All right, and you can see that there's a lot of people that have written things in here. So like this is from like the 1950s. So it's, it's been around a little while. Okay? And then if you follow me, and you'll see another stretcher here. We could probably get that working again. Probably okay. Clean that up.
I think of all the events, this is the one you don't want to miss.
We did we enlisted for one of the guys in the PSC.
But not an actual tool.
No.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Ed.
If you look up here, this is where we were before. When we were looking down, now we're looking up. Okay? So as we pass by, we'll go to the next one. And then the next time we stop, we'll do the page 3, the little pamphlet.
The elevator. Yeah.
Oh, see that?
Yeah, that's the elevator.
Boy.
Watch out,
It looked way deeper looking down.
watch out, there's a wire right here. So if you want to touch
Just send that out one here. Oh, we're right here.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Earlier.
Okay. All right, go ahead and read page 3.
At the Yokosuka Naval Base, the Japanese had carved an extensive underground air raid defense center in a hill of solid rock. The upper picture shows 3 entrances to the center, which housed and quartered hundreds of Japanese when in operation. Non-technical facilities included a room used for warship, a brig for violators, library, first aid room, and storage tunnels, besides cooking and sleeping compartments. The lower picture shows how the auxiliary poison gas explosion system operating in the underground air raid defense center at Yokosuka in the event that a bomb hit had destroyed the electric power supply. The unit, powered by manpower on bicycle frames, adapted to provide motive source for the blowers.
Good. Okay, so now look down here. You see that we have like these areas where you look, like see something carved out in the wall? Okay, so like you walk down there, go take a look at it. I want you to tell me what that's for, or what you think all those little things are. You see all that wood falling and everything? It looks like benches. Yeah, take a peek. What do you think that's for?
The benches,
You see the inlet where they're digging out of the wall? What do you think those are used for?
Put your computer
Storing something. I don't know.
Storage? How did we used to write back in the 1940s?
On a desk.
What's that?
On a desk.
Typewriter, right? So all those is a cubicle. So like imagine coming down here and you gotta write a CAS rep, right? And you gotta take out your typewriter, and then above you can see like there's some wood and everything else. The way the Japanese had their electrical grid is they had an exposed live wire. So then you would get your light or anything that you needed, you would just connect to it, kind of like a car battery, right? When you're like jumping a car, and then you're able to have power for a while. America, we put in some newer things, right? And you'll see that actually all over the place. A lot of it's falling down and everything else.
Another day in the office.
So in modern day, this is your computer desk.
Right? Yeah, so that's our computer desk.
So we're looking at it. That's right.
Yeah, this is where admin is located at.
And so if you're wondering where your eval is, your rewards are down here in admin, all right?
His problem is